The Central African nation of Gabon recently signed several significant development deals. Gabon's new president, Ali Bongo, wants to diversify the country's economy amid declining oil production. VOA's Paul Ndiho just returned from Gabon and has more.
Gabon depended on timber and manganese until oil was discovered offshore in the early 70s. The oil sector now accounts for more than 50% of Gabon's gross domestic product. But the country's oil output has been declining for years, and now President Bongo says it's time to move the country in a new direction. Addressing a press conference at his residence, President Bongo said that the country needs to diversify its economy.
We are going to put up a plan, economic plan, that is going to bring us more income. So push and boost the economy to reach economic growth, and then we'll be then able to use those revenues to improve the conditions of our people.
Last week, the government signed a strategic agreement with Singapore-based Olam International to jointly develop a special economic zone 27 kilometers east of Libreville. Under the agreement, Olam will invest about $12 million in the development project for a 60% stake in a joint venture, while the Gabonese government holds the rest. Amadine Ugubenja, head of marketing for Gabon's Special Economic Zone, says this development project will improve Gabon's infrastructure, build social housing projects, and create over 50,000 jobs.
This is part of the president's vision, and expectation is that we have to have this industrial zone ready in the 3 years period.
On education, the president acknowledges that Gabon still has one of the highest illiteracy rates in Africa, but defends his policies on education that they are trying to put better teachers in classrooms, reduce the number of kids per classroom, and build more schools.
Our problems do not come from kids not going to school. Kids are going to school. Our problem is to improve the level of education.
On paper, Gabon enjoys a per capita income 4 times that of most sub-Saharan African nations, but because of high income inequality, a large proportion of the population remains poor. A drive through the suburbs of the capital Libreville changes the narrative. People are on the streets trying to make a living by selling everything from fresh foodstuffs, clothing, and household items. In Libreville, images of the former president are seen side by side with those of the new leader. Analysts say that despite the abundance of natural wealth, poor fiscal management continues to hobble the economy, as does the elaborate defense spending. Last week, the military put on a grand parade that attracted thousands of people as Gabon marked its 50th anniversary of independence from France. Paul Ndiho, VOA News, Libreville, Gabon.